Yo, what's up guys? Today I just want to talk a little bit about risk management when trading meme coins and how you guys can become profitable and stay profitable. And also I'm going to be showing you guys a strategy and what you should be looking for in every coin you buy and how you can find great coins to buy right before they pump so you can stack up your portfolio very easily in this market. So I'm going to go over two things that you need no matter what for all your trading if you want to succeed. So number one is you need a laptop or a computer, guys. If you're trading on a phone, it's going to be very hard to become profitable or make money. Yes, it is possible. There are people who trade on a phone that make a lot of money, but the current market right now is a lot harder than it was, but there's still so much money to be made. It's just a lot easier if you're using a laptop or a computer. It has a lot more tools, a lot more visibility. It is just so much easier. So I highly recommend if you're just starting out to trade on a laptop or a computer and not trade on a phone. Number two is you need to be using Axiom Pro, right? You see it on the screen here. This is the best and fastest trading tool and trading platform out right now. If you're still using Phantom to trade meme coins, you're not using an actual platform, you're literally never going to become profitable. You're at an extreme disadvantage. You need to be using a platform, and Axiom Pro is the best. And for those who are still using BullX or Photon or anything else, you are at an extreme disadvantage as well. Axiom is by far the fastest, so you get in and out of coins instantly with really low fees. You have a free Twitter tracker, free wallet tracker that are the fastest on the market, right? You get rake back, so you get SOL back just for trading. They give you a percentage back of the fees that you pay on each of your buy and sells. And there's just so much information. I have other videos on my YouTube channel talking about all of Axiom's filters and tools they have, but I can go on and on. You need to be using Axiom Pro. And if you guys did not know, every buy and sell on any trading platform, there are fees that come with those, and Axiom has the lowest fees out of any trading platform just by default. And if you use my link at the top of the description to sign up for Axiom, you get an extra 10% off all your fees. So I highly recommend using that link to make an account and start trading. Or you can just use my code KOSKI when signing up. Whatever works best for you. But just make an account, connect your wallet, and then there you go, you're ready to trade. But if you want to watch more videos on Axiom, check out my channel. I have detailed videos, but I highly recommend Axiom. If I started using Axiom before I found out about it, I would have saved thousands and thousands of dollars and made thousands of more dollars. But yeah, so I just want to talk about a little bit about risk management in trading. That's a really big thing that a lot of people struggle with, and I'm going to show you guys something real quick, how you can find coins before they pump and make easy money. So risk management. When you're trading, you need to be trading with money that you're okay with losing, especially when you start, right? Everybody, not everybody, but 90% of traders who become profitable, when they start, they lose lots of money, right? So that's why I recommend putting in smaller amounts, no more than a couple Solana to get started when trading, and make sure the money you're putting into coins, you're okay with losing it, right? We don't want to put in rent money that if you lose it, you're going to be, kicked out of your house. We don't want to put in money that, if we lose it, we can't put food on the table, right? We want to be putting in money that if we lose, we're going to be okay, right? When I started, I lost thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, you can definitely avoid this by using Axiom and doing the strategies I'm going to tell you in the video. But I struggled a lot. I kept losing a lot. I would put in every last dollar I had, and I will say it was worth it. So I do not want you guys to stop and give up after you lose a lot of times. But I also don't want you guys to be trading with money that it will ruin your life if you lose it, right? That's number one. Also, what I recommend is that not trading with any more than 10% of your portfolio per trade, right? And that's maximum, right? So if you have a 10 SOL port, right, I would not be putting in any more than 1 SOL in any of your trades. That is far too risky in my opinion. If you have 5 SOL port, I wouldn't put any more than 0.5. If you have a 1 SOL port, I would not put any more than 0.1, 0.2 into trades, guys. You want to survive, right? This market, you need to be taking profit, but you can also lose very fast, even though you can win very fast as well. So you need to be having proper risk management, not playing with too much. So I think, you should definitely not put any more than 10% of your portfolio per trade. But that being said, you can up your buys as your report gets bigger. So let's say you start with 1 SOL, right? You're playing with 0.1, 0.2, right? Each trade. Then you build up your report to 5 SOL, a week later. Then you could start playing with 0.5, right? Putting in 0.5 per trade. Then you get to 10 SOL, right? You could trade with you can put in 1 Solana per trade. You have a 20 SOL port, 2 SOL, right? So on, Just you can up your buys as your report gets bigger, but do not rush the process, guys. It takes time to build up and get a bigger port, okay? Also, FOMO is a huge issue for all traders, especially me. That's one reason why I want to talk about it. I struggled a lot with I would just FOMO buy into coins. For those who don't know what FOMO means, it's fear of missing out. Just this coin as an example. I didn't take a trade on this, but I'm just going to use it as an example. So like what I would be doing was, I'd see this coin, I'd see a coin, I'd watch it go, right? I'd be here, I'd be like, maybe I should buy this coin. I end up not buying it. I see it pump. I get FOMO. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have bought this coin. I'll buy it now. Well, guess what? You're already too late. If you're FOMO buying into coins, you're already too late, right? And then I'd buy here and I'd lose, right? Part of trading is being able to deal with missing out, missing coins, and selling too early. That is part of trading, right? It's always better to not buy coins or take profit early than hold too long or end up buying coins too high and losing, right? You want to be safe. You want to stay alive in this market, okay? So do not end up FOMOing into coins. Only buy coins that you are highly confident will go higher. Don't just blindly buy on volume, even though sometimes it could work, but most of the time it won't, and that's how you'll end up losing. And that being said, you are going to lose. That's how trading works. You're not going to win every single trade at all. You're going to lose a lot, but just do not rage trade. Stick to your strategy. Find a strategy that works to you and stick to it. I struggled a lot with rage trading. I'd have a rough day where I'd go down, a little bit during the day. I'd lose some of my profits, and then I'd try to play with a lot more to make that money back really quick, and I'd start buying everything on here and just start hoping that something would pump up and I'd make all my money back, and that would just make me lose more. That's been my biggest issue, and I know it's a big issue for a lot of people. Keep your cool when you lose. It's totally okay to lose. That's part of the process. You're going to lose a lot, but you cannot rage trade because then you're going to end up losing even more until you're fully rinsed. You need to stay alive. Play very slow, especially when you're losing, right? Sometimes if you're having a rough day, it might just be better to get off for a little bit for a couple hours, get back on, maybe get back on tomorrow. Just take your time. Do not rage trade. Do not chase your losses, okay? That's just some risk management I want to talk to you guys about. That's really important when trading. The mental side is really, really, really important. It just takes time to build it up. Just keep those in mind, guys. And then I did want to show you guys a quick strategy. I wouldn't even really call it a strategy, just something you need to look for in all coins. It's an easy way to build up your port, and I highly recommend it. So number one, I say this all the time, has to be a good narrative. If you're buying a coin, it has to be a good narrative, right? So obviously we're finding coins that are good narratives, that are funny or good news, whatever it is that we like, and then we find them, right? So I'm just going to use this coin as an example. This is kind of like a smaller market cap coin, and this works on. So as you can see, this coin was about peace. Today, Trump started making tweets and posts on Truth Social about peace with Iran. So it kind of ran a little bit, and then he posted more, so it went up again here. And then he posted again, so it kind of shot up here to around 110K. This is a good narrative, right? It's very big news that, Trump and Iran, or America and Iran might become peaceful. Very big news. And we can see that's a good narrative. We see a bunch of volume, right? And we see the pump. Now, right here is what we want to look at, right? We want to see support on coins that people do not want to sell, and we want to see new buyers coming in, right? So we see here, it gets volume, it's a good narrative, that's the pump. And we see that it goes down, and it goes up, down, and it starts going up again, right? It's showing support. Usually on coins like this at 100K market cap, if they sit at this level for like 2-3 minutes, like this coin did, you'll either start to see it go up or down. And if it sits at one level, it usually means it's going to go up if it's still a good narrative. If this was still a good narrative, so we see people who are holding the coin are not selling, right? People who bought down here
are not selling their position. If they were, the coin would be going down, right? So they're holding, they think the coin deserves higher, and we see this pump here, this little uptrend. This is new buyers stepping in, wanting to buy the coin because they think it's going to go up. So now we know the consensus for most people in this coin and looking at this coin is that it's going to go higher. As you can see, at this point it shot up. Now this is a little interesting because this candle here goes from 112k to 1.2 million. That was because this guy misclicked and bought 300 Sol, this coin. So this is a little bit unnatural here, but it still went up as you see, and then you can see it kind of goes down. This is just everyone selling off that crazy unnatural candle. Everyone's taking their profit, and then it goes back down to this support level that I just talked about, and then it goes back up again, back down. It's still up from the support level, and then it goes back down to the support level, back down to this exact support level. It's a little higher than it was, and then it goes level, and then starts to go up again, all the way back to almost 700k market cap from 100k. Okay, guys, right? That was a little unnatural due to this candle, but no matter what, you could see the coin still goes up, right? And you could see all that just from this support level here, people not wanting to sell this coin and buyers still coming in at this early level. That means that this coin is going to go higher. Now, are you going to be able to predict how high it goes? No, it could go up to 200k, 300k, and die out. It could go to 1 million, 2 million, right? It's up to you when to take your profits. It's up to you to decide how long you want to hold the coin. What I recommend is taking quick profits. I recommend right when you're in profit that you're happy with, that you're satisfied with, take it all, right? So I would recommend, you see this support level, you buy in because you see new buyers coming in, you get that pump, just sell it, take that 2x, but you could also hold for, a 10x. As you can, this one you can hold with like a 6x, 7x. One more coin I thought was a good example for like a higher market cap coin was this one. I think it's also good to zoom out, not stay on the 1 second chart all the time. So if we go to the 1 minute chart here, right, you can see this a lot better. Right, so you can see this coin, this is kind of a longer time period. So we can see this coin, it's a good narrative, it's a good community coin. Get that initial pump, obviously, then it goes down, it goes up to 200k. Nothing crazy, but definitely a good coin. It goes down, and then it doesn't go to zero. It kind of sits at the 60k level, and you can see it holding for very long. This is 18th of June, 2313, and then the pump starts 19th of June. And then the next day, this is in about 10 hours, right? So this is a 10-hour hold, but you can see this coin. Obviously, it's still alive, so if you don't have age filters on your polls tab, it's still going to be in here somewhere on the migrated tab, right? So I recommend going through all these coins in here and looking for this, like coins like this. But you can come here, you can zoom out to the 1 minute, and you see it kind of goes down, right? It creates a floor here, it's showing lots of support, and just like the other chart, a lot of these early buyers aren't selling the coin because they think it deserves higher, and then new buyers start to step in. It goes back down, but it doesn't fully nuke. It shows support. New buyers start to come in, right? You want to buy in this range because you see new buyers coming in. You see early buyers not selling, so that's when you decided to buy, and then you buy in this range, and it's an easy, 3x, 4x if you buy at this level, right? Just from looking at this chart in the 1 minute, seeing support. It's just a super simple strategy. It's super easy for anybody to just tell if a coin is, staying alive, showing support, and seeing if it's going up, right? It's very simple. So to dumb it down, you see a good coin, it doesn't die after a while, it goes back up a little bit, then it'll end up skyrocketing. That's like 90% of the time. I mean, it's literally like a 90% win rate strategy. Just looking for coins. It could be at any level. It could be a higher market cap coin in the millions. It could be a coin that I showed you like this one at 100k. I do recommend doing this only on migrated coins. I think coins that are still on pump that have not migrated should not be doing it with, but for migrated coins, it's very, very successful and has a very high win rate. But yes, guys, remember, you need to be using Axiom Pro if you want to win and you want to become profitable trading meme coins. So link is at the top of the description. Extra 10% off all your fees. Highly recommend checking that out. It's the only platform I use. I also have a Telegram in the description with free calls every single day. I highly recommend joining that. If you have any questions as well, you want to learn, you can just ask me there, DM me on Telegram, join the group, free calls. Yes, guys, hopefully this video helped you guys. If you have any questions, let me know on Telegram or the comments of this video. Thanks for watching.
Like and sub, always appreciated but not necessary, and peace out.